Hey YouTube, just a quick review of Weirauch 97kt. Got this gun after I sent back a BSA R10 Mark II, which was just riddled with problems. Couldn't pump it up off stirrup pump, etc. Groups were everywhere. That's the Mark II. I had a Mark I with no issues whatsoever. Had to send that back, so I got this instead. Wooden stock version, but obviously you'll notice the stainless steel finish, the all-weather version. Went to Shooting Supplies in Bromsgrove and the lads there did me a deal straight away. Didn't like the wood stock with the black finish gun, but didn't like the tactical stock, which felt a bit cheap. Nothing like Day State's one, it was just plasticky and just didn't feel right. So lads on there, I told them if they switched it over I'd have it off them, and they did it straight away, fair play to them. So I think I've got the only one so far of the stainless steel finish with the wood stock, which looks brilliant. Put just a standard BSA Essence scope on it, or Essential scope. Did have a better scope on it, the Hawk Night Eye 3.1 12x50. Brilliant scope. Put the BSA laser light combo on there, top notch, but that's going to be going on my Day State Panther when it comes. So put this on. As you can see, fixed barrel, under lever, smooth as silk, Weirauch quality, weighs a ton. I had one of these when I first started shooting. Whisper quiet. There's a little kick to it, but it's just enough to let you know that it's there. Doesn't throw you off or anything. You have to account for it and get your breathing right, but other than that it's brilliant. Likes bit pellet fussy, not a massive amount, but enough when you're shooting at longer distances. Scope, like I say, it's just a box standard BSA Essential scope. It's good for the gun, it does the job, you know. It's not the best, but for what I use this for, which is just a bit of bunny hopping, you know, bunny shooting and pigeons and stuff. Knocks them dead, powerful. I think it's running at 11.45, so full power. Like I say, whisper quiet. Shoulders beautifully, adjustable butt pad. Shoulders beautifully. Bit heavy, but do some weights and you don't even notice it. You notice it after about 10 shots or so holding it up. But other than that, you can fit obviously your sling swivels, but I don't want to ruin the gun by drilling swivels into it. So other than that, yeah, breech fed, as you can see. Lock's fine. I did notice on this one, it's just obviously it's new, so it hasn't wore in. Sometimes the safety pin wouldn't pop out. It's still locked to the anti-bear trap, but it just needs wearing in a little bit of give it a bit of a push and it's popped out fine. The only thing I will say with the stainless is you do notice obviously on the seals you get a bit of just a bit of grime, so I keep it oiled every shoot. You do notice the fingerprints on the black, the bluing. Quiet as anything, solid wood, so it takes all of the shock out of it. Two-stage record trigger, smooth as silk. You know, I can't complain about that. Let me grab that and I'll show you some of the. These are the 35 yards. They're Air Arms Diablo Field pellets. They're 1.037 grain, and as you can see, 35 yards. Just leaning on a post. It's not too bad. The odd flyer there. It's just about getting your breathing right when it's a Springer. I've shot PCPs mostly, and here we go. The 35 yards H&M Field targets. They're a bit heavier, I think. Yeah, they're 14.6 grain, and as you can see, obviously with the Springer, got a bit of human error there. That was my fault, and pinch tails on the pellets. But again, 35 yards, about what, centimetre grouping? It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Shot this up to about 70 yards, still packs a punch. Groupings are still quite tight, to be fair, but obviously couldn't see them at that sort of distance. But
they were absolutely decimating cans, going even at 70 yards straight through a can and just mangling it. A bit pellet fussy, doesn't like the hobbies, likes the air arms, doesn't like the BSA storms, and it likes these. The only problem I found with these are they're not good for hunting at all.
Took a rabbit, 35 yard standing headshot, hit the rabbit, it wasn't an outright kill, bounced, didn't mushroom I don't think, bounced, and the rabbit survived and took a second shot. I think because they're so hard and designed for field target that they don't mushroom as much and don't lose all their kinetic energy on the hit. Haven't ran, it's only had about 200 pellets through it, so it's still bedding in nicely, but it's getting its groupings nice. As you can see from them, hobbies tend to be a couple of flyers. I don't know whether that's because they're light or not, but fully adjustable stock pad, shoulders really smooth, looks gorgeous, you know, can't complain. I'll just use that for bench rest, just quietens it down a bit. Like I say, it's not very loud either. I was expecting, my last Weirauch was quite loud, but this, you know, you can shoot it in the back garden and not piss off the neighbours, no worries. Let's get a close up on the breech. I had a slight mark on the breech, so I got got the Dremel on that and polished it out. Yeah, it does weigh quite a bit, to be fair. If you're of a small stature, I think you'll struggle with it. You know, it's not like my BSA Lightning, which was light but had loads of kick. Ivy. This, you barely feel a kick, but it is heavy. You know, lugging it around the field all day is a bit much. But as a backup gun, you can't really complain. 450 quid. Cost me a bit extra, obviously, because switching the stocks over. But with those sorts of groupings, as my reliable Springer, can't really complain. I don't see the point in having it tuned, because it's bang on. I mean, they could be better, but I'm a bit out of shape and my breathing weren't the best. And I was getting on other ones up to about 45 yards. Sometimes they were closer than that. So yeah, just a quick review of if anyone's thinking of getting the Weirauch 97kt, definitely go for it. You can't beat it. It's better than BSA. I don't know what's going on with BSA lately, but their build quality has been quite poor, and I've sent some back. I think the only other thing that sort of compares to this is the Air Arms Sports. I can't remember the underlever one. It's a little bit louder the last time I had it, but this is in 2.2 and it's the dogs. You're not really going to beat it. Ivy, go on, get your ball out. For what you need it for, if you want to spend medium amount of money, don't want to spend a fortune, and you don't want a PCP, go with a Weirauch. I've had the hw90 as well, the gas ramp, which tends to kick a bit more, and I found it was a little bit fluctuating on power, so when I borrowed my mates. Just as accurate as my S410 that I had, once you get it right. Obviously it's a Springer, so it actually teaches you more about shooting correctly than a PCP. So yeah, deadly accurate, right until it's going out of its range. Get it zeroed in, nice steady platform, and you can't beat it. It's just the weight's actually, for me it's a nice thing, being quite big. It brings it up. After a little bit you do start shaking, but again, and it's the stock, the finger position is great. Get your hand right in there, thumb around the back, nice position, 2-stage adjustable trigger, pulls in real nice let off, and deadly accurate. It'll decimate your rabbits and your crows and stuff. So yeah, get a nice scope on it, and the world's your oyster. Okay, just a little review in case you're thinking of buying one. Can't recommend it enough. And have a good day.